Click, watch, and connect. This is Springzone Daniel, and you're watching live here at OceanClick TV. Today, I have here with me our real estate virtual specialist. Here is Ransel Aneslagon and Cindy Santa Ana. Hi guys, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us as your guest today.
And how are you feeling?
We're kind of nervous and excited at the same time.
Well, it's good to get excited. So don't be nervous. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to explain to us really well what it is to be a to be a real estate virtual specialist, right? We'll try. Okay, you'll try. Okay. Anyway, a lot of people know about virtual assistants, but you're not just virtual assistants, right? You're real estate virtual specialists. So let me ask you, what's the difference between a virtual assistant and a real estate virtual specialist?
So basically, we focus on the real estate subject. So we help the realtors to sell their property much easier and faster. So we give them more time, to do their task even faster.
Okay. So basically, you've been training about the real estate industry, and this is in the US.
Yes, of course, in the US.
Okay. And what specialized services do you offer your clients?
Okay, so what I can say here is we focus on the MLS. So if, for instance, there's a property that is about to be listed, we save a draft. So instead of the realtor to be stuck on their computer for hours, we make it for them. So it's just a click away. So they just review the draft. If it's correct, then it's good to go.
And where do you get this information for this property?
So the client sends us the details and we input it for them.
And if there's something missing from the details that your client sends you, what do you usually do?
We do the research for ourselves, like we go to Zillow and Redfin.
Okay, so you do research as well for properties. Awesome. How about you, Cindy? Is there anything else you want to add to what Ransel just said?
Well, to put it simply, as a competent real estate virtual assistant, we take out the repetitive jobs and the mundane tasks off their list so that they can do what they are doing best, which is to sell more properties than ever before.
Okay, I see. So instead of them being stuck, as you said, in front of their computers, you do that part.
Yeah.
And then they go.
Yeah, and then they go.
Good to go.
Meet their
Buyers and
Buyers or
sellers.
sellers.
I see. Okay. So moving along, Ransel, can you tell us specific tools that you use to complete various tasks for the realtors?
Okay, so as I said earlier, if there's a listing, we have the social media for the client. We put it on the marketing. We create the marketing for ourselves and for them to be approved. So once it's approved, we create it in the email blast too. And so the email blast.
You mean the email blast? Okay.
Yeah, email blast, email CRM. So there are different email CRM like MailChimp, there's Chime, and there's Constant Contact. And we do edit the photos for us.
Also, you also do photo editing.
Yes.
So it's not just all of those data entry, but you do photo editing as well. Okay.
So it's much more pleasing the eyes for the sellers and the buyers.
What do you specifically do? Why do they need their photos edited?
So for example, the lighting is very bad, so we edit it in the Lightroom, Photoshop, and if there are a lot of wires in the area, we remove it in Photoshop.
Oh wow, so you even remove wires.
And sky and the grass. And
You remove the sky,
Yeah.
but you replace it.
You replace it with a better sky.
You replace it with a better sky, you guys. They can replace skies. What else do you replace?
Grass.
Grass.
Other.
So you make like the lawn prettier.
And if there are cracks in the area, we remove it also.
Okay, so just to make it like an overall pleasing to the eye, showing its best potential.
Yeah.
That's correct.
How about inside the property, like interior?
Oh yes, we remove if there are stickers in the house. We remove it.
Clouds, whatever is placed on the wall that's unnecessary, we take those off.
Exterior and interior photo editing. Okay. What else? What other tools do you use?
We use the MLS, of course.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you did mention
yes,
that.
the MLS and database where we input it for them.
Okay. How about like video? Some realtors I know they like to have videos of properties. Do you do that?
Of course we do. Although with the video editing, there are some things we cannot change, especially if it's hard, but we do try our best to take those unnecessary things out of the video.
So some realtors like send you raw files
Yeah.
of a property video,
Yeah.
and then
We edit it.
okay. Aside from photo editing, videos, what else do you? What else do you? Like what other tools?
We use also, of course, the LinkedIn. So we gather the databases there, of course. And
Oh, so you mean you also manage their CRM?
Yeah.
What kind of CRM are you familiar with?
so there's time, of course, then the constant contact.
Okay. So for emails, and how about, because a lot of realtors are part of my Williams.
Favorable command.
Oh yes. So you are also familiar
Yeah,
with
because
Favorable Command.
what people are most likely into it because it has everything in it. It's,
Oh,
you can post to social media, databases, and other such things. It's like a jack in the box or
jack of all trades. So it's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That's really pretty cool to hear. So now let me ask you, Cindy. I'm guessing you manage the social media accounts of your clients as well.
Yeah, we do.
So how do you do it?
Well, as Ansel mentioned before, they provide us with the listings. And of course, you have various types of listings. You have just sold, just listed back on market, open house, coming soon. And with those, what I usually do is we post them to all social media platforms. And these major social media platforms is Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. But we can also post them to other various social media platforms that are most likely to be used in the US or other countries. And when we have posted those, we edit and design and maintain these listings in these social media platforms. And after we have done those, we create an analytics report for all those, since we need to check the engagement of how it did, or was it able to had been seen by all the community in these platforms. And after those, we try to see what is better to do for the next post, or how we should go about it the next time.
Wow. So it's like the whole deal.
The whole package.
And also the showing, we schedule it for them too.
Oh wow. So do you create events on Facebook?
Yes, of
Like,
course.
I see. So aside from the listings, you also create other content related to real estate.
Yes, we do. Actually, if I can share this tip with you, we have this thing called calendar management, and with these calendar from Mondays to Sundays, we have already created some content to be posted each week and every day. And for example, we have this thing called Motivational Monday, Inspirational Tuesday, and but with these posts, we of course relate them to real estate. We can also post memes, some funny content, depending on our client.
A lot of people like that.
Yeah, of course, because not all people in social media are serious. So we have to go to that boundary where we can meet the serious and the funny so that they can get related with the posts. And of course, boost the engagement.
So not only the database, we also grow their social media as well.
Okay. So you're growing their database, you're growing their social media, you're marketing, you're doing a lot of stuff for them. That's amazing. So, we do have, I guess, we do have a lot to offer, right? Not just the mundane task of data entry, but a complete marketing system for your realtors. So at this point, I'm going to open up the comment section for questions from our live viewers. Okay? So to everyone watching, please feel free to leave your comments or questions for our real estate virtual specialist. But before that, before we answer those, we do have some frequently asked questions so that, they would also know the answer to this FQAs. I'll ask you a few of them. Okay? So one of the frequently asked questions is, what exactly is MLS?
So MLS is kind of the same to the social media of properties.
Okay.
So the realtor, when the listing comes up, so he posts it in the MLS, so you can update the status there if it's active, pending, or it's closed. So every realtor in the area will see it, and if the MLS is connected to some websites like Zillow and Redfin, it is also updated there.
Oh, wow. Okay, so immediately you got to inform everyone that there's a property available that might match what they're looking for. Okay, and what is the real estate selling and buying process? Like, in a summary, I know there's a lot that's involved, there's a lot of processes, but, just to sum it up, what's the process?
Okay, so for the buying process, first you have to assess your financial options, of course. And you have to find a real estate agent. Then you have to negotiate. Then once the seller agrees to that amount, you have to order an inspection. Then prepare if it's good as the inspection goes. Then you have to prepare for moving and eventually close on the property. And selling, it's kind of the same as the buying process. But first you have to find a real estate agent, then plan a listing, then showing of the property. Then the real estate agent goes to an auction, he auctions the property. Then once an offer goes, you have to negotiate with the buyer first. And once it's agreed, then the buyer pays a deposit. And once it's good, then it's a close.
It's a close deal.
It's a close deal.
I see. So that's just like the gist of it. Of course, there's a lot that goes on into the process, but that's what realtors are for, right? That's what they do for their clients.
That's why we help them do it faster.
And of course, since there's a lot of things that goes into this process, I mean, it's better if they have a team behind them.
It would be too heavy on their end if they would do it alone. It would take them about a week, I guess, to sell one property and be able to get that all done because there's a lot of things to do.
But the process takes a very long time. So we save them a lot of time if we help them for it.
And then time is gold.
Time is money.
So yeah, if they want to save time and earn more, then here you are.
Here we are.
All right, another question. What marketing strategies or campaigns do you do for your clients or, for them to generate more leads or widen their network?
Well, first and foremost, what we do with social media is we need to create original content. And with these original content, we need to educate the people or with the engagement. That's what we do. We educate them first so that they would know what it was about or what the property, if the property are looking for is what they need. And other things that we do is, for example, what I mentioned earlier, it was the calendar management. We also need that one so that we were able to track what we have throughout the past days or weeks or months or even years. And then we have the same email blast, as Ransom mentioned earlier. the email CRM. If we are able to have it just listed or just sold out on that week, we are able to send that to a lot. So with that, we generate leads because a lot would come up to us and inquire on these properties and ask, oh, how did this one go? Is this one still available? And yeah, so we verify the schedules or appointments with the buyers and sellers with
I see. And of course, because now with social media, you're able to create events. Then I believe last year during the pandemic, the open house kind of like was paused. But I think some states are now allowing open house, so now you are able to create
The schedule.
those events again, schedule, and that's really part of marketing, isn't it?
yes, of course.
Okay. So, do you help your real estate clients work on like improvements for the properties? Like, do you work with their vendors?
Yes, of course. With this, we schedule inspections for house, roofing, termite. We order them signposts, signages, postcards, and whatever they exactly need for the house to be sold or to be just listed or to be back on the market.
How about like staging?
Yes, of
or
course.
house
Staging,
listing?
photographers, videographers, anything that needs the house to be fixed.
So everything.
Everything.
You order it for them.
Yes.
Even if they need business cards to create that for
Yeah.
them too.
Oh, okay. So you do that for them as well. That's amazing. So you guys are really like one-stop shop. All they need is to talk to you and do everything.
We do everything.
Okay. All right then. Let me now open our questions from our audience. Let's check. Okay. Just a moment. Let me see where it is. So this is from. Let me just remove the volume. This is from Shireen. Oh, where it went away. Here. How do you measure success across all social media channels in terms of real estate?
Well, in terms of real estate, it's actually quite simple and somewhat similar to how we manage all social media accounts for not real estate related. So for me, what we do is we set a boundary. For example, for this week, I want our client's Facebook to gain 5,000 followers. So with that, we work hard on the engagement and the content so that we are able to grab those 5,000 followers. And when we are able to reach that at the end of the week, then it's a success for us. And then by the next week, we set another boundary. So we can do like 8,000, or we just climb the ladder with that purpose, of course, with the engagement. But with the followers and the engagement, it has to be intact altogether. Because if you have lots and lots of followers but zero engagement, it's a big no.
Okay, so they have to go hand in hand.
Yeah.
It cannot be that you have this
One
one.
after another.
You have like a 5,000 followers, but people who are engaging in your posts just like one or two.
That's not good.
It's not good. And
That's
also
not
with
good.
that one, you generate leads because a lot of people would definitely ask about the property, if it was sold or not, if it's still there, then if they're interested in buying the property, then it's a success for the realtor and for the real estate virtual assistant as well.
So we also communicate with them,
Okay. So communicate with
the followers.
the followers.
Their inquiries and emails. if
So
they
you
ask.
also reply to the inbound. So you're also like chat operators at the same time.
Somewhat, yes.
Awesome. Okay, here's another question from Sebastian. On a personal note, what do you think are the greatest challenges of being a real estate virtual specialist? So you guys personally, what's the greatest challenge?
Okay, so for the greatest challenge that we have is about the gathering of the information if it's correct. So in this part, we really have to communicate with the realtor. So if the realtor doesn't reply to us, then it takes a long time for us to do the marketing campaign for this one.
Because not all in Zillow or Redfin are correct. some of these properties may have changed the room numbers or the bathroom numbers.
Or
Yeah,
like
so
the
we really
price, if it went down or if it went up.
I see. So there are really information, but as much as you research, it would still need to come from the realtors themselves. So it depends on how fast they reply. Okay. I see. All right, let's check Instagram.
If I may add also,
Sure, go
the
ahead.
question Sebastian asked a while ago, since Ransol's was, he had a hard time with, of course, information for the property. With mine, since I'm more on the social media department part, yeah, he's more on the real estate, and we collaborate with each other.
Okay.
And the thing is, we have a hard time with engagement, especially if our client has a low success engagement rate. Then it would be a hard time for us to look for people who would be interested in our posts and in our content. So we have to do a lot with the groups and find people who are interested or in contact with real estate.
Oh, okay. So it's also creating groups.
Yeah.
I can't seem to access our Instagram account. Okay, just give me a. We'll connect to our Instagram. We will get back to these questions later, and maybe we could answer them later on. Maybe you guys can spend a little bit of time replying to their questions in a bit. All right. So because I'm not able to access Instagram right now. All right. So let's not waste a lot of time. There you have it, guys. We hope that our episode today gave you a glimpse of what a real estate virtual specialist is. And also, let's allow us to help because of your answers. It allows us to help you in managing the virtual part of your real estate business. So don't hesitate to DM us on all our social media accounts: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, even TikTok. We're everywhere. Just search for OceanClick VS or OceanClick Virtual Solutions. Or you can book an appointment with us through our website. That's oceanclick.biz. Okay? And of course, to those who are interested to be part of our growing family, you can send us your resume at hiring@oceanclick.biz. And you can also visit us in our office here at Washington Street, District 3 in Darwin. Okay? We will be here, I think, Mondays to Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. All right. And again, don't forget to click and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's OceanClick TV. But before we end this episode, we do have a challenge for you guys. It's a TikTok challenge.
Is this a challenge to edit fast?
Okay, I have a few questions here. All you need to do is to point to yes or no. So just imagine there's a yes box on top of Cindy's head. So you'll just
Yes.
just point it with your finger.
I'm the yes person.
Yeah, point on top of Cindy's head. Or if it's a no, point on top of Ransel's head.
You're a no person.
We'll have those boxes there. So you just point on it. Okay? All right. Point, and then I'm gonna go straight to the next question. Are you ready?
Ready?
Ready? Ready. Set. Go. Do realtors need to stage their listings? Do realtors need social media marketing? Do realtors take Valentine's Day off? You're so brilliant. Do you have a date on Valentine's? Wow, amazing. And do realtors need real estate virtual specialists? Thank you so answers, guys. Watch it on our TikTok account is OceanClick.vs. So please follow us there. All right. So I think we don't have any more questions on our social media accounts. Let me just check it before we go because we might have missed something. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I have one more question. It's from Van and it says, okay, this is not on a personal note. What's the biggest challenge as a real estate virtual agent? Not on a personal.
Well, I guess I can say that the biggest challenge as a real estate virtual assistant is that we don't get what the realtor or the broker wants us to do. So sometimes they may say that I want my social media platform to look like this, and as a marketing specialist too, it's a no for us. Sometimes we have to see what's better for the business, how the business goes through social media.
Because you guys are the specialists.
Yes, we are the specialists. So it doesn't really mean that what the realtor or the broker wants is
what's
correct.
best
Yes,
for their
what's
business.
best. Yeah.
And if they don't know what they want, we create what they want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, for all the realtors out there, trust
The
your
process.
specialists. Trust the process, and they know what they're doing, and they will do it for you. Unfortunately, I cannot check our Instagram account, so yeah, I cannot see the questions in our Instagram account, so I'm not able to see if there are questions there. But we will just answer those.
Sorry, we can respond to those.
Okay, so to all our viewers, thank you for tuning with us. This has been Springville Daniel, and see you again on our next episode. We will be discussing the ISA service, or that's the inside sales agent service, or appointment setters, or cold callers, if you can call them that. And we will be discussing that for our next episode. So I hope to see you next time. Have a great day. Again, this is OceanClick TV.